Inside your ear, a silent gyroscope holds the world still. Then it breaks. The spinning begins and never ends. Every step triggers a fall. Every blink smears the world. Darkness becomes a void where your body vanishes. You survive. But the horizon will never be level again. The walls will never stop tilting. The silence left behind is a scream. 7 days without balance. This is Protocol Vestibular Zero. Day 1. The vestibular system collapses. The tiny gyroscope that anchored you to the world is silent. The moment it fails, the room explodes into violent motion. You are instantly pinned to the floor. The ceiling spins overhead in a brutal, unending rotation. Your stomach empties itself in waves, not from illness, but from a brain convinced it has been poisoned. The world heaves, and you heave with it. There is no relief, only the cold, hard surface beneath you, the only thing that feels remotely stable. Your eyes betray you. Nystagmus sets in, an involuntary, rhythmic jerking of the eyes that shifts your vision back and forth in a sickening cadence. You try to fix your gaze on a single point, but it slides away. The room is a blur. Faces, if there were any, would be smears. Your limbs are useless. You reach for a wall, but your arm swings wildly, missing by feet. You cannot kneel. You cannot crawl. The signals from your inner ear are chaos, and your brain cannot assemble a coherent spatial map. The ground feels like the deck of a ship in a hurricane, pitching and rolling without end. You lie still, eyes closed, but the vertigo does not stop. The spinning is not in the world, it is inside you. Darkness offers no escape, it only removes the one anchor you had left, vision. Without it, you are a mind adrift in a void, with no sense of up, down, or self. Day 1. The Vertigo Onset. Your body's gyroscope has been destroyed, and the world will never be still again. Day 2. The violent spinning has eased, but what replaces it is worse. Your brain, desperate for orientation, now leans entirely on your eyes. The vestibular system provided the gyroscopic reference. Without it, your vision must carry the full burden of keeping the world stable. It fails. Every heartbeat blurs the room. The tiny pulse of blood through your retinas, once canceled out by the vestibulo-ocular reflex, now shakes your entire field of view with each contraction. You try to read a single word, but it bounces. You try to recognize a face, but it smears. The world is a film played on a projector with a broken reel, stuttering with every beat of your heart. You attempt to stand, using the wall as a guide. Your fingers press hard against the surface, the pressure your only substitute for the missing sense of vertical. But the moment you let go, you collapse. Your ankles cannot hold, your knees cannot lock. Every joint in your body requires constant visual feedback to know its angle, and your eyes cannot process fast enough. You are a system running on corrupted data. Your head must remain perfectly still. The slightest turn sends the room lurching in the opposite direction. A sickening, delayed whirl that takes minutes to subside. You move like a statue, stiff and slow, because every motion triggers a fresh avalanche of disorientation. By evening, your neck aches from holding your skull in a rigid, forward-locked position. Your eyes burn from the effort of trying to fixate. You discover that if you press your head firmly against a wall or a headrest, the external pressure dampens the internal chaos. You become dependent on external support for even the illusion of stability. Day 2. The unstable gaze. Your eyes have become your only gyroscope, and they are not built for the task. The world now stutters to the rhythm of your own pulse. Day 3. You are learning to walk again, but the lesson is written in bruises. Your brain pours all its resources into vision and the pressure sensors in your feet, a crude, desperate fix. You stand with feet wide apart, each step a deliberate, flat-footed stomp to maximize contact with the ground. Your knees lock, your spine is rigid. You move like a machine, trading grace for stability, and it is exhausting. Your gaze is nailed to the floor a few feet ahead. You dare not look up. The moment your eyes leave the ground, the chaos returns, the world tilting, pulling you off balance. You are a prisoner of your own visual field. Walls remain your constant companion. Your hands slide along every surface, reading texture for any clue of movement. A door frame becomes a lifeline. You grip each object like a climber holding a cliff face, knuckles permanently white. By evening, your neck screams from holding your head in a fixed, downward position. Your back aches from the unnatural stiffness. You are fighting gravity with raw, conscious muscle, and the battle is only beginning. Day 3. The Anchorless Stride. Every step is a conscious negotiation with the void. Day 4. Your body is still, pressed against the wall, but your brain has not rested for a single second. The vertigo does not sleep, and neither can you. Every time you close your eyes, the spinning returns, a relentless, silent storm inside your skull. Your thoughts fracture. Words slip away before you can catch them. You are drowning in exhaustion, yet the darkness offers no rest, only a void that swallows you whole. You jerk awake from the edge of unconsciousness, gasping, the sensation of falling still gripping your chest. Your eyes, still your only gyroscope, now burn with a dry, constant ache. You stare at a single crack in the wall for hours, because it is the only thing that does not move. The effort of staring, of fixing, of holding the world together with sheer will, has drained you of everything. The wall is the only truth. The pressure of your skull against it is the only comfort. You are not just tired, you are being hollowed out from the inside. Every heartbeat is a tremor. Every breath is a conscious act. You are a fragile scaffold of bone and exhausted muscle, clinging to a stationary object in a world that will not stop moving. Day 4. The exhausted gaze. The balance you once took for granted is now a war fought every second, and your mind is losing. Day 5. The spinning has not returned, but the world has permanently warped. Your brain, starved of a working gyroscope, has rewritten the rules of geometry. Walls that you know are vertical now lean inward by 10 degrees. The floor feels like a ramp. A picture frame on the table appears crooked, but when you measure it, it is perfectly straight. The crooked has become the truth. Your own body feels alien. You look at your hands gripping the wall, and they do not belong to you. The arm is a mechanical tool operated by a distant, exhausted mind. You stop trying to move, not because you cannot, but because the world no longer feels real enough to navigate. There is only the wall, the endless, exhausting pressure of your skull against it. You are not just lost in space, you are losing the will to find your way back. Day 5. The eternal tilt. The old world was level. That world is gone. Day 6. The compensation has collapsed. Your brain, exhausted by its failed attempts to adapt, now invents a new torment, a constant, gentle rocking, as if you are forever at sea. Even with your eyes open and your body still, the world sways. Mal de débarquement syndrome, the phantom motion that plagues sailors, has become your permanent reality. You try to fix your gaze on a single point, but the horizon will not hold. Panic rises from a deep, primal place. Your body is now a ship in a storm with no captain, and the nausea returns, not from spinning, but from the relentless, rhythmic pull of a tide that does not exist. You grip the mattress, the floor, anything solid, but nothing feels anchored. Hope of recovery is gone. The old world, the steady, silent world, is a memory. You are adrift in a body that will never find its shore. Day 6. The phantom sway. The loss is no longer just a physical collapse. It is the death of stillness itself. Day 7. The storm has not ended. It has simply become the climate. The sway, the tilt, the phantom pull, they are no longer symptoms. They are the permanent geography of your existence. You will wake every morning to a world that moves beneath you. You will walk with a cane, your hand always on a wall, your eyes forever scanning for the horizon. The darkness will never again be a place of rest. The old stillness is a memory that belongs to someone else. You survived the 7 days, but the gyroscope is gone, and the silence it left behind will shape every step you take for the rest of your life. Day 7. Vestibular Zero. The balance never returned. Neither did the world that stood still.